Hi, Yasir Khan here, and in this quick video, I would like to explain to you how not to come across as just another dental office. Now, the reason for me making this video is very simple. Over the past 5 years that I've been working with dentists, I have seen that most dental offices are run in pretty much the same way. And when I say the same way, I mean that the marketing tactics that they're using are very similar. The way their staff works is very similar. The way they handle reviews, the way they handle their business processes, they're very, very similar to the next dental office. And then the practice owner wonders why they're making the same revenue, they're generating the same revenue as their competition. Well, if you do things that other people are doing, you will get the same results that the other people are getting, right? I hope that makes sense. So the reason for me making this video is to kind of help you understand what the top dental practices do and why they do it and how it helps them increase their revenue and have six-figure months. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing to understand is that whenever someone wants to learn more about your practice, they don't necessarily have to call in. They don't have to call your front desk. Okay, sometimes, actually a good chunk of the time, people wanting to know more information about you will just go online. Okay, they will check out your reviews and they will check out your website. The first thing is the Google reviews. Now, many dental practices that we work with, they had bad reviews on their Google Plus page, and those bad reviews were creating a lot of problems for them. It's just that no one from the staff and not even the practice owner had the time or the inclination to look at the reviews and to reply to the negative reviews. And when you don't reply to a negative review, it kind of legitimizes it in the public's eye, because if you're not replying to a negative review, then people think that you must be in the wrong. And I see a lot of dental offices being guilty of this. Okay, please always reply to both positive and negative reviews on Google. This is very important. When you acknowledge a situation, it tells other people that you are proactive. Okay, if you don't acknowledge even a negative review, well, then you're going to keep losing money without realizing it, and other people will go to another dental office which is managing its reputation in a much better way. So the first thing to understand is the Google reviews. If you don't want to come across as just another dental office, you have to make sure that you respond to both positive and negative feedback as quickly as possible, and it should generally be the office manager or the practice owner that replies and responds to these reviews, not the other staff, because generally speaking, it's the office manager and the practice owner who are really qualified to kind of attend to these kinds of things. Okay, that is my opinion. You might not be doing it this way, and that's fine, but I'm telling you what is working really well with our clients. Okay, the second thing is that anyone who wants more information will go to your website, and 60% of the dental websites that I have checked, around 60%, it looks as if they were made in 1998. And when someone goes to your website and your website looks really outdated and just not really well put together, then it kind of tells the person how you do business and the kind of care that you will provide to them. I hope that makes sense. Your website and your Google reviews and other reviews are a direct reflection of how you work and what you do, even though you might choose not to believe it, but this really is the case. So we worked with a dental practice, I think a year ago, and they had a rating, an average rating of around 2.8 out of 5 on Google reviews, and the practice owner was wondering why they weren't getting patients in. And I said, well, doc, look at your Google reviews. No one's replying to the negative reviews. Some of them were pretty nasty reviews. For example, the receptionist put me on hold for like 25 minutes, or the dentist, he came in after 15 minutes. I waited for this particular person, the dental hygienist, for 30 minutes. So this, when you get reviews like these, if you ever get them, this says a lot about how you do business, right? You might be understaffed, but that really isn't the patient's problem. And if you're understaffed, if your staff is running around all the time, then it kind of hurts your business, okay? So point number one is always look at your Google reviews. You should reply to positive and negative ones yourself, or you can get the office manager to do it, not anyone else, please. That's just my opinion. It might work for you, it might not, but I think this is the best way to go about it. The second thing to understand is that everyone will go to your website if they want more information. Some people don't even like calling in. They expect your website to have an online booking module because they just don't like getting on the phone. Okay, they don't like calling. They think it's an invasion of privacy when they have to call someone and when someone is calling them. Okay, I am one of those people, right? So I know from experience. So that is the first point. The second thing to understand is that your front desk has a very big effect on how much revenue you generate. Okay, if you don't want to come across as just another dental office, then well, you have to train your front desk to not have the same pitch that other dental offices have. Okay, generally what your front desk should be doing is to respond to leads within the first 5 minutes. If they can do that, at least within the first hour. Okay, most dental offices take anywhere between 1 to 2 or 3 days. Sometimes I don't even hear from them when I do a test, a follow-up sequence test with them by entering dummy information in order to get them to call me back. Okay, I don't know why that is, honestly, but maybe they're understaffed, maybe the front desk doesn't really know what it's doing. But the bottom line is that if you don't train your front desk to be proactive and to kind of just use the right pitch, not a sales pitch, I'm not talking about a sales pitch, but use the right way, a strategy to talk to prospects who are interested in coming in, you will see a huge improvement. Unfortunately, most front desk people they're not salespeople, right? But the fact is that you are running a business. You might not think of your practice that way, but as a practice owner, you're running a business, and the front desk staff, which are the people who talk to prospects in order to get them to come in, they should be trained a little. Okay, whenever they talk to someone who is interested in coming in, they should ask that person, what is the issue, how urgent is it, and when would you like to come in? Okay, I don't see a lot of front desk people doing that. They just use a very standard script. It's like they're reading off a piece of paper, or it's like they have programmed themselves to keep saying the same thing to every single person, and every person is different. So it doesn't work that well. Okay, and that's what we do when we sign up clients. We always talk to the front desk. We monitor their progress. We record their calls, the calls which are coming in and the calls that they are making, and then we review the calls with them, because 80 or 90% of the times there is always something that can be improved as far as the front desk is concerned. So once again, if you don't want to come across as just another dental office, you have to train your staff to be more professional, to be more proactive, to follow up with leads and prospects quickly. And by quickly, I don't mean 24 hours. By quickly, I mean 1 or 2 hours max. Okay? I can guarantee you that if your front desk calls people back within the first 5 minutes of getting a lead, that person will more or less, they'll come in, because they will be surprised at the level of service that they're getting, the quality of service that they're getting, that they will make a decision to come in right there and then. Most dental offices don't do that. Okay? So please understand that consumers of this day and age, especially in 2019, they don't have to physically walk into your office and see that it's tidy and clean and everyone is professional around here. All they have to do is go online, check out your reviews, and check out your website. And they will know more than enough in terms of whether they'd like to give you their business or not. Okay? You could have a really well-decorated, clean, hygienic dental office. But if someone just goes to your website and they see that the website is really, really old, they're not even going to come into your dental office. Okay, they're not going to do that. If they see bad reviews on your Google listings, They are not going to come to your dental office in order to give you another chance. Okay, and this is exactly why the top dental offices, they keep getting most of the dental leads from any particular city, or at least their vicinity, because they know for a fact that the other offices, their competitors, are not exactly doing a good job at it. And that really is the truth. It might make you a little uncomfortable, but it really is the truth. Okay, so what else can you do to not come across as just another dental office? Well, mention more about yourself as the practice owner, your story, your accomplishments, and what you aim to achieve this particular year. Okay, do the same thing for your staff. It makes everything look more personable for people who are going to your website to learn more about you. Unfortunately, I don't see a lot of dental websites have this information. Mostly, they just have jargon. Okay, this is Dr. So-and-so. He or she graduated here. He has a wife, so many children. This is what he loves doing. And that's pretty much it. You should do a little more. Okay, maybe make a video right next to your bio where you can talk and people can relate to you. Okay, relatability is very important in business, and you are running a business. Okay, you should do the same thing with your dental hygienist, your front desk people, whoever's working in your office. You should ask them to create a video and to create an engaging bio, not the same old. Okay, it's gonna make a huge difference, because 90% of dental offices, and you can check this online to verify it, they either don't talk about the team at all, or if they do, it's very just a couple of paragraphs, and those paragraphs really mean nothing, because all they are is, it's just general information which anyone can put up. I hope I'm explaining this right. Okay, the way you portray yourself affects how much revenue you generate. If you portray yourself and your dental office as just another dental office, it's going to hurt you. If you portray yourself as someone among the elite, and you do it the right way, people are going to resonate with it and they're going to believe it. The reason why I keep mentioning this is because this is huge. It can literally change the way your practice operates overnight and bring in more revenue. Okay? The other thing is that the top dental offices, they always have case studies, video case studies, professional video case studies. Okay, not two-line testimonials from a nameless or faceless person, which most dental offices do, unfortunately. You need to have case studies where the doctor, which would be you in most cases, or you might be an office manager watching it, but assuming you're the practice owner, you need to be in the video with the patient, and you need to ask them what was the issue, how they felt initially, and how did this dentistry or dental office help them, and now how are they feeling. So you should create an entire story about how you treated your patients, because once again, people like to see what you are doing. Okay, they don't want to hear it, they want to see it, right? The best way to do it is to get a video production company. Just hire them for a day or two, and when they come in, you can get a couple of your patients and you can just interview them a little informally. You don't have to rehearse everything. Okay, you just have to go through a couple of notes, ask them some questions, they're going to respond to the questions, and then the whole thing gets recorded, and then a professional video comes out which you can put on your website. It is going to do wonders for your dental office, because most of your competitors are not doing it. They don't even realize that this is a huge part of branding. People don't want to hear what you can do, they want to see what you can do. They want to see proof. Okay, this is exactly why like two-line testimonials from a faceless and nameless person do not really work, because anyone can put that up without verification. When you actually record your patients talking to you, describing their journey and how you help them out, the effect is totally different. Okay, if you do some research, you will see that there are only 2 or 3 dental offices in every city which are doing this, and they're generating a lot of revenue because their branding is on point. Okay, so once again, if you don't want to come across as just another dental office, then create video case studies, because most people aren't doing it. All right. So I guess I've covered everything pretty much. And I hope I was able to give you some information which you might not know of. Now, I do understand that putting all of this into practice is going to take a little bit of time, especially when you're the practice owner and when you're already doing like 20 or 100 different things every single day. And that's where we come in. Okay, we do everything for you, so you don't have to worry about it. But we take on selected clients and we have some requirements. And if you don't want to work with us, that's totally fine. But I would really suggest that you put all of these strategies into action, and within 6 months of doing it, you will see a pretty considerable increase in revenue. Okay. On the other hand, if you like our help, you can click on the text down below this video, and it'll tell you the next steps, and you can book a consult with me. And on that consult, I will map out an exact strategy, an entire strategy which we can use to double your revenue. Okay, it's going to take time. It's going to take a little bit of effort and consistency, and it's going to take investment. But this is what we do for dental offices. We make sure that they are rebranded, that they come across as the #1 authority in their area, and that they get more patients and increase their revenue. Okay, so thank you once again for watching this video. If you have any questions at all, if you have comments, please list them below, and I normally reply to it within 24 to 48 hours. Thank you.